Hello and welcome to Play with the D. This is the D. You are watching these realms, and today we are going to do a little of a should you summon? Should you? Should you? I think so. But why? And where? And how? These questions and more to be answered right behind this door.
Y'all ready for this?
Should you summon? A question that is asked every time a gacha game exists. Should you summon? The circumstances and context will vary each and every time. And that's what I want to explore today. All right? We're going to go through the different types of summons that this game has. And I want to state that this is, generally speaking, I am throwing a blanket over the whole thing and just saying, these are my thoughts. Okay? So, first of all, let's just get one thing out of the way right away. Surprise invocation of spirits. What does that mean to you? That means that there is a 1+1 summoning event. So if you pull a legendary, you get a legendary. There is no better value than that. Period. Now, this is a little flip-floppy compared to what I said yesterday. I get it. I understand. We're all people. People change. 1+1s are crucial in this game, especially because of the awakening system. I was thinking of this from the standpoint of other games where duplicates are not always the best idea. Okay? However, in this case, duplicates are good, so no matter what, a 1+1 is a banner that you should consider summoning on. Especially if you are close to mercy, or close to mercy. Just kidding. Or if you are able to do more than 100 summons. That's the real thing. If you aren't close to mercy, you need to either be able to achieve more than 100 summons or be able to be willing to do something that I'm not willing to do. And that's okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You can reach into your wallet if you want. The reason why I say as long as you can do more than 100 pulls is that statistically, within 100 pulls, you are likely to get a legendary. Not all the time, not every time. It is not something that is set in stone. It's just more likely to happen, especially after you get over 105. And especially if you are having to get anywhere near the pity timer of 200, then definitely. First type of summoning, surprise invocation of spirits, 1+1. Should you summon? Yes, every time. Every time. Absolutely. Is this particular one bait? Yes, I still stand by that. This is still bait. Because there's a lot of juicy stuff. Juicy stuff coming up around the corner. What is not juicy are crazy invocation of spirits. These are just 2 times bonuses to legendary draw rates. You can use these to increase your pity timer. Otherwise, don't expect fantastic results, okay? I tend not to pull on these. I ignore them. They're a plague. I don't like them. Not a fan. They're just there because they need to be there. I get it. Moving along. When you have a banner, you got to go to the right place, okay? When you have a banner, usually it's like a 10 times banner, right? 10 times rate up on this particular hero or 2. The most recent one was, Constance and Alora, and then Vierna and Kai, right? This time, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 2x 10x. What does that mean? That means that you get the bonus of the crazy invocation of spirits, which on any regular weekend is negligible at best. It's still 2 times to legendaries. Don't get me wrong. That is nice. But now you get a 10 times rate up on the specific heroes in addition to the 2 times rate up to achieve a gold. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, when you are summoning, there are different calculations that are run. The first thing that is done, if you do, say, a single pool, you go in and you do one pool. If you go in and do one pool, the first RNG that happens is this blue, purple, or orange. Okay? That's the first roll that happens. Let's say that it is orange. Okay? In this particular case, you have had a 2 times likelihood to achieve that result. Okay? Now, once it's been achieved that it's orange, what has to happen next? Well, it has to go through the Rolodex of heroes. Each of them have their own probabilities, and that gets watered down as more heroes are added into the pool. So you need to keep that in mind as well. Pulling early on in a game like this is always ideal, always recommended. Use your resources as much as you can to do so. Not necessarily your diamonds, because you need that stamina, but use your summons. Back to the point. Once that is achieved and they choose the style of roll, the Rolodex of heroes is chosen. In this particular case, you have a 10 times rate up to improve the odds to get Cetrum, Boreas, and Aurum. Cetrum is a monster for any mode, period. Boreas complements well with Gwendolyn, who I misspoke yesterday and said she is a reviver. I want to issue a retraction. She's a shielder. She's one of the greatest shielders in the game, but she is not a reviver. I misspoke. I apologize. Again, people can change. Aurum, I don't know anything about. But what I do know is that the 10 times rate up will fire up and give you a bit of an improved odds. So would you summon on a 2x, 10x? The answer is yes. In the same vein that you should always summon on a 1+1, you should always summon on a 2x, 10x. Okay? Guaranteed summons. The FOMO machine literally says you don't want to miss out on this one. You can, and it's okay. You don't have to go for the time-limited hero. Now, I know yesterday I said that was my personal decision, that that's something that I would like to do. But you know what I might do? Just to improve my odds? I'm thinking, because I'm 186 pools away from Mercy, I'm thinking maybe I pull on the Cetrum banner first. But see, the other problem is I'm going to be pulling on the 1+1. Yesterday I said I wasn't, but I'm Dr. Flip Flopper MD, and I am. And that's why these decisions can be very hard without context, right? So the FOMO factor, that's all that a time-limited hero is, all right? They want you to expend your resources on something that you think you might not ever get because it might not ever come back. But guess what they've said in some of the Q&A? These people could come back. It's a probability still, but there's nothing stopping them from giving you the opportunity to get them again later. And even though Gwendolyn is one of the best shielders in the game, if you've already got a Vortex like I do, then at that point, you can kind of let him just eat, right? Just let it go. So, for a limited hero, if it's someone like Captain Rev, if it's someone like Falchia, go for it. 100% go for it. If it's something that you feel like it would improve your account, go for it. I was under the impression this hero was a reviver. That impression was wrong. She is a shielder. There's nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Windows, for the notification about my calendar. Not that there's anything wrong with the fact that she's a shielder. It's not something I need right now. What do I need? I need a Cetrum. Bad. Maybe even 3 of them. I need dupes of other legendaries. I need legendaries, period. So, sometimes you have to retool your plan. One more time, getting back to the point to try to stay on point as much as possible. Limited time summon, you need to base that on the need of your account more than anything, not on the fear of missing out. Who cares? Okay? My account didn't get Falchia. I'm not crying. All right? Because in the quest to get Falchia, you know what I got? I got a second Valyria. I have an A1 Valyria thanks to trying to get Falchia. I'm not upset with that at all. Okay? Not upset with that at all. And Falchia is great, but she's not like top tier. So, did I miss anything? I don't know. But don't be afraid to miss anything. It doesn't matter. So, to kind of recap, 1+1, always summon, no matter what. If it's a 1+1, try to get that bonus. Okay? Worst case scenario, you get closer to Mercy, and then you can go to the 2x, 10x. All right? Go to the 2x, 10x. Try to win there. That doesn't work. Try the limited hero. That doesn't work. Get a job. Just don't spend all your money on this. So, again, should you summon? It's contextual. It's always going to be contextual. Don't ever feel like a content creator or a streamer should influence your decision making on that. You need to influence things on your own by analyzing what your account needs. But remember that there are different calculations involved each time you do the roll. Okay? It's going to figure out if it's blue, purple, or orange first. Then it's going to figure out what hero it is. And the longer that you play this game and the more heroes that they add in, the less likely you're going to be to achieve some of these things later on. Okay? So you want to take advantage of these 10Xs while they come up. The reason why Cetrums is so important is because it hasn't really come up maybe but once, if that. Certainly not since I've been playing. So it's time to take advantage. All right? Now, again, this is a general idea of should you summon, but it is also applicable to the current time and place. So, with that being said, I hope that you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in and playing with the D and watching these realms. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Love to hear it. In the meantime, have a great day.